then the more money I make.
Okay, so it's 9 o'clock, and now that we've got that on the record, it's 9 o'clock, and it's time for our weekly business meeting. And if you'll stand with me, I'll have Mike do the
The
opening.
less fires I go.
Hello.
I think you're fine.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for our firefighters that are fighting the fires. I pray that you keep weather in their favor, put things down, bring the rains possible, and drop safe, property safe. That everybody keeps a cool head out there, give the wisdom of their decision.
Thanks, Mike. Amen. Follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. He looks like you've got the honors.
All right. Mr. Chairman, let's see. A suggestion, an executive session under Idaho Code 74-2061F litigation with Davalier Law Group. Discussion decision regarding litigation. This item is being added due to time.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes.
All right, Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the order of agenda as amended.
And I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. Now it's time for public comment. Do we have anybody signed up?
I don't know.
I kind of wanted to make a little comment.
No.
No,
Anyway, so,
no,
yeah,
sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
So I just want to thank everybody, you know, for the firefighters and all of the hard work they put in. Trestle Creek has been a kind of a struggle, but the Pioneer Fire, they really hit that. That was pretty spectacular to watch from my backyard, to watch the air attack. And just to watch the community come together. There's a lot of what I'll call infighting or bickering amongst folks until something like that happens and everybody comes together and they all have a common goal, and the community, you know, really stood up and did everything they needed to do to get that thing under control. And then just a little shout out to thank Bob Howard for the extra effort that he's been putting in. I mean, he has literally been on the run for the last couple of weeks. So I just want to say thanks, Bob.
Yeah, we get updates nights and weekends from Bob.
Yeah,
And so
out in the middle of the
you're
night.
promoting more forest fires to heal community division.
No, but it shows it can happen.
Yeah, true.
If we have a common goal, we can
Yep.
work together to accomplish a lot of things.
Yeah,
Great
that makes it,
example
helps make the petty
When
bigger.
people get together, what they can actually do. if they
Exactly, instead of fighting amongst themselves.
Okay, any other public comment? Seeing none, all those in favor, let's move on then. All those in favor of not having any more public comment?
Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I would second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. Moving along to Public Defender's Office. Do we have Susie here?
You have me.
You have,
Oh.
okay.
Morning, Commissioners.
Come on up. If you would come to the podium and make sure you
Of course.
identify yourself for the record too, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Luke Hagelberg. I'm the Chief Deputy Public Defender for the Public Defender's Office. I'm here on behalf of Susie, who has a serious sentencing this morning, so I'm here in her stead. At this point, I would make a motion for the Commissioners to approve the annual grant from the Idaho Public Defense Commission.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I move the commission to approve the FY 2022 Indigent Defense Financial Assistance Award and agreement for submission to the Public Defense Commission by August 20th, 2021.
And I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. Thanks, Luke. And good luck in your seat in the judgeship.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw your name in there, so. Okay, next item, Road and Bridge. Matt.
Matt Mulder, Staff Engineer for the Road and Bridge Department. Before you today is change order number 2 to the Bonner County Asphalt Projects 2021 contract. This change order would extend the asphalt on East River Road south another 2.3 miles to meet up with the end of the existing asphalt near Stations Way. So we'd have continuous asphalt from Highway 57 all the way up to Fox Creek Road, this addition. It would also, under this change order, delete the optional addition number 1 of the contract, which was paving Shadow Mountain and Park Lane. So that's an addition of 511,000, a subtraction of 144,000 and change, giving a total net increase to this change order of $366,664 for the board's approval.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve change order number 2 to the Bonner County Asphalt Projects of 2021, extending the East River Road asphalt work and deleting the Shadow Mountain and Park Lane work for the net cost increase of $366,664.
I would second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? You got any questions? No, okay. See none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. Yeah, I think it's a good deal. Let's connect that asphalt together. Thanks, Matt. Go ahead, Steve, item number 2.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Sorry to get here a little late. I'm on a Federal Highways Peer Group Exchange podcast, so this one is a little eye-opening and painful for me, but I think the value of this project, this is re-roofing approximately 1/3 of the D2 shop. And I was astounded at what the costs were. We first went out to bid, received no bids, went out to an RFP, received 2 responses. The lower of those 2 was over $300,000. We went back, removed the insulation. They had to insert then a dense board covering, so it was not the savings I anticipated. But the cost of this project of $282,000 is probably warranted by the fact that we have people working in the shop now that's got wet floors from a leaking roof, and we need to do something about it. The cost is painfully eye-opening, but the cost is the cost. And I think we do owe it to our employees to try to keep them safe with dry workspaces.
Well, it can't be wet right now.
It's not been wet for the last.
Should be pretty dry this week.
Snow falling off.
Yeah, so if it's not leaking now, why bother replacing it? No, and
Yeah, it hadn't leaked in a month.
I'm familiar with the system, and I think it's a good investment because we're going to see some prolonged performance life out of it without any issues, which is always a big deal with roofs. It's better to invest a little bit more money up front and not have to deal with them again down the road.
Thank you. I see no alternative really, but it's painful.
Yeah, it's still painful.
Building's how many years old?
It is about 40 years old.
Okay, we're good for another 25 to 40 years.
Oh,
Just a
this will
gigantic
probably
building.
100 years.
What's the
That-
total square
that's
footage
even
of
better.
that building?
It's nearly an acre. Nearly an acre of roof.
That would explain the
Yeah,
cost.
this one is 13,000 feet, I think, a third of it.
Okay. Steve?
All right, I move to approve the request for proposal, amended quote from Kruger Sheet Metal Company of $282,122 for 13,000 square feet of the District 2 shop roof overlay, and the chairman to sign administratively.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? So in my previous life, I was a commercial roof consultant, so I'm very familiar with the process and the costs. And this is actually, even though it's painful, it's always painful whenever you have to spend money. This is actually a good investment for a good system. So, seeing no other question or comment, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Let's get a roof on. Thanks, Steve.
I think Jesse got confused. You got 2.
Okay, next
Two in a
item
row.
is BOCC. Jesse. Would you like a stool to stand on or
No, I
something?
don't.
Okay.
I know.
We can switch them back.
Jesse Webster,
Yeah, I
Bonner
can do
County
that.
Commissioner's Office for the record. After a lot of research and looking at different programs, Teddy Lupton and I found an online auction site that we wish to
Okay.
enter into an agreement with. It's been approved by legal. It's called Public Surplus, and they're going to host our online auction platform which is really great for us because putting together a county auction is a tremendous amount of work. So this will just be a continuous online auction. It's pretty neat. There's no contract. We're not locked into anything. We can get out whenever we want. They can kick us out whenever they want. And wherever we set our minimum, because anything that is valued over $250 needs to be sold at auction. Whatever we set our minimum at, we get the full amount. They charge the buyer a 10.5%. Is like a service fee.
Buyer's fee.
So it's a buyer's fee, and they get that directly, and then we get all of our money that we set our price at. So it's really a win-win situation, and we ask that you guys approve the agreement.
Mr. Chairman, based on the information before us, I move to approve the agreement with Public Surplus for online auction services.
I would second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any question or comment? I think one of the things that's really clear too, that I've seen with the auctions we've had in the past, we get virtually nothing for county property. And when you look at the numbers that these kind of sites get, they're demonstrably larger.
Yeah, the exposure is huge.
Mhm.
Our
So
market is huge.
the city of Sandpoint is currently using this one, and I think Teddy and I sat and looked through the states and like the municipalities and even the other counties and cities in Idaho that's using this one in particular. Amazing. I mean, they do everything. So
Yeah, you don't have to do the advertising. All you do is
Hire
tell
just put a
auctioneer.
link
Put
to
this
it on
on
our
there.
website, and
Yep.
yeah,
and it's done.
And I,
yes.
Yeah.
and I think it's much more fiscally responsible, and especially for the taxpayers, we capitalize as much as we can on the stuff we're surplus. So with that, seeing no other question or comment, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye, motion passes. And it is 9:12, and we're going to go ahead and recess and then come back in 5 minutes with our executive session.